Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a first impression review of the new fragrance from YSL LIBRE Flowers and Flames. This is the newest addition to the very popular LIBRE line, which is, in my opinion, one of the best designer fragrance lines available today. It's just so grown and sexy and alluring compared to some other designer fragrances, which I think can feel a little juvenile, a little too sweet. I love that YSL is giving us an option that feels a little more womanly. And it's also very unique in the designer world thanks to the usage of the note of lavender, which some people either really love or really hate, but personally, it's one of my favorite designer fragrances, the Libre Parfum. So this just hit the shelves and I'm really excited to share my thoughts on it because honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan of last year's release. It was called like Platine, Low Platine, something like that. Didn't really impress me, and for the price point, it's just something that I didn't want to invest in. But this is what the bottle looks like. It has a very classic Libre bottle, but you can see with the color, I'm really loving the color of the juice. It kind of gives like a little bit of this rose gold vibe, which I really like. It's definitely like a very classy color, and honestly one of the classiest bottles in the game. Like YSL does not mess around. The design definitely gives off like very dark femme, like siren energy. So the notes in Libre Flowers and Flames, we're going to have bergamot with lavender, with lily and orange blossom. There's a palm tree note with coconut and vanilla. So even in the air, when this opens, it makes me picture the color purple. It has something to do with that lavender, but it's a very creamy lavender. Immediately you get this very classic Libre DNA as well, right from the get-go. This very strong presence of orange blossom and this creamy lavender. It's very, very dominant in the scent, which I love. I feel like the last release of 2023, the Low Platine, kind of took a step away. I think that maybe that's why I didn't really like it so much. So I love that it's very strong and present in the new Flowers and Flames. This smells like a beautiful, clean bouquet of flowers. Immediately right there in the opening, you get a very strong floral presence. But this is Libre made in a more tropical, kind of beachy way. You get this coconut, and that palm tree note is very interesting. Like, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I do get something a little bit green, but it's not like a typical green note. It's not really coming off to me like patchouli or grassy or really even earthy, but it does have this kind of element of sunshine and just beachiness. And as it dries, you get more of this powdery coconut combined with vanilla. Really comes out to play more in the mid, and as it dries, you're just gonna keep getting more of this beachy vacation feeling scent. It's definitely a fresher version of the original Libre, definitely. I feel like the vanilla and coconut in this scent really goes hand in hand with the florals. It's really like a 50-50 split between the two sides of the scent, but as it dries, I really feel like the orange blossom kind of dies down a little bit and you start to get the other florals in this. Like, I get a lot of lily as this one is drying, but the orange blossom is still there, just not as strong. And the freshness in this is just so uplifting. It really gives you this kind of feminine, fougere, like aromatic vibe. It's a beautiful summer fragrance. You could also wear this easily going into the fall because of that strong vanilla, and all of this sweetness is going to be coming from that vanilla as well. But I will say that this version, the new Flowers and Flames, in my opinion, it doesn't really have that like super sexy vibe that Libre Parfum has, which is definitely my favorite from the whole line. It doesn't really have that. There's something a little more like carefree about this, which you would expect from something that smells like a tropical vacation, right? Like beachy, coconut, things like that. It just doesn't have that like sultriness that I find in Libre Parfum. This really comes off just more fresh to me, brighter, more like happy, uplifting, which is exactly what YSL was trying to do with this release. And I am happy that it is in the line because it's nice to have an option, you know? Like, not everyone wants a super dark, sultry, sexy nighttime scent. Like, this would be much better for the daytime, I think. It's summery, it's gorgeous. I love how this one dries. The coconut really comes out to play in the dry down. It still has a sultry side, but it's really coming off in more of this like sexy beach goddess, like sun goddess type of way, versus the other leaves really give me this kind of like dark feminine energy vibe. I love it. In my opinion, you can really never go wrong with this line. It's just so unique, especially in Sephora. It's just a total standout compared to everything else that they stock to me. It smells like a sexy summer night and sun-kissed skin, a beautiful, fresh floral perfume for spring, summer, and fall. I think it's definitely one that is going to be worth testing out. It's definitely not my favorite in the Libre line, but living in Miami, I could definitely see myself getting some wear out of this. And I just, the bottle just gets me every time. I don't know why. It's just the presence of this bottle is so cute. Like, just on your vanity, on your shelf, your eye just automatically goes to this bottle. It is stunning and the scent is very beautiful. So if you've tried other Libre versions in the past and they were a little too heavy for you, you might like this. I will say as well that I don't really get quite as much lavender in here, I would say, than what I would get in like Libre Parfum. Like, I feel like just overall it's a brighter, lighter scent. It still performs pretty well, but it's not going to be as dense and strong and heavy as Libre Parfum, but gorgeous. Like if you have a special summer vacation and you want to make a strong impression and make some really sexy like scent memories with, you need to try the new Libre Flowers and Flames. It's so easy to test out. You can try it over at Sephora, so why wouldn't you? I would love to know what you guys think. Please leave a comment below if you've tried the new Libre Flowers and Flames. Do you like it? Is it impressive to you? Do you like the Libre line? Do you not like it? I would love to know your thoughts. But that was just my first impression review of this new fragrance, Libre Flowers and Flames. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.